Welcome to Geometry Module 6, third lesson, understanding solid figures, cubes, cuboids, cones, cylinders, prisms, and pyramids. We just have to look around us and I'm sure we'll see all kinds of three-dimensional shapes, right? For example, a pencil box, a pair of dice, or even a water bottle. In this topic, we are going to look at how to identify some solid figures and understand how they are formed. Alright students, let's define some of these expressions. Firstly, what is a cube? A cube is a solid figure with 6 flat sides. Okay, you can see 3 there. Now I'm going to add in the other 3. It's a three-dimensional figure, so it's got 6 sides. So that is indicated in blue. Now let's see, what is a cylinder? A cylinder is a solid figure with a flat circular face, 2 flat circular surfaces, one on top and one below, and a curved surface. 2 flat circular faces and 1 curved surface. What is a prism? A solid figure with 2 flat faces of the same shape. So you can see it's either a triangle or a parallelogram or a trapezium. And they are all connected by what? Flat rectangular faces. Now that's a prism. Okay, now what is a cuboid? A cuboid is a solid figure with 6 flat surfaces, where each face is a rectangle or 2 of the faces are squares. 2 of the faces are squares, the other faces are rectangles. What is a cone? A cone is a solid figure with 1 flat circular face and 1 curved surface. Okay? And what is a pyramid? A solid figure with a flat bottom surface, and some of them are inverted just to show you the different shapes. The flat bottom surfaces are either a triangle, a square, or a rectangle, joined by flat triangular faces that meet at a point. Okay? Objectives of this lesson. Objective number 1, to be able to identify these solid figures. Number 2, to be able to understand how solid figures are formed. Now that we have some idea of what the solid figures are, we can jump right into some simple questions. Question 1, students. The following is a sandwich box in the shape of a prism. How many rectangular and triangular faces does it have? Now, if we look at the figure carefully and with our three-dimensional eye, and remember how a prism is formed, we'll be able to answer quite easily. Let's draw that hidden line that will make us identify these sides quite easily. Now, looking at the diagram, how many rectangular faces do you think it has? Look at it. You've got 1, 2, and 3 rectangular faces. And what about triangular faces? You've got 1 on top and 1 at the bottom. So you've got 2 triangular faces, and that's it. That's your final answer. Question 2, students. Can you spot which is the cylinder and which is the cone from amongst the following figures? Look at all the figures carefully. Now let's describe a cylinder. A cylinder is a solid figure with 2. Look at all the diagrams. It's got 2 flat circular faces and 1 curved surface. It's got 2 flat circular faces and 1 curved surface. So you know which is a cylinder. Write the answer right on top of it. Absolutely right. That is a cylinder. That's the right answer. Let's move on to what a cone is. A cone is a solid figure with 1 flat circular face and 1 curved surface. Absolutely right. That's a cone. Let's get the answer written down and we are done with this question. Question 3. What is the total number of triangular faces in the following pyramids? We've got 2 here, pyramid P and Q. We know that a pyramid has either 3 or 4 triangular faces on the sides that meet at a point, depending on what the shape of the base or bottom face is. Now let's draw out the surfaces, the faces. Okay, step 1, pyramid P has 1. Look at the diagram, look at the arrow here. 1 triangular base, that's 1. And 3 triangular faces on the sides. 1, that's 1 right there. That's another 1 right there. 2, and thirdly, see, 3 triangular faces and 1 triangular base. What about pyramid Q? Pyramid Q has one rectangular base and four triangular faces. Let's look at them. That's one, that's two, that's the third one right there, and fourthly and lastly, that's the one. Okay, so the question asks you for how many triangular faces, total number of triangular faces in the following pyramids. So let's write that down. So pyramid P has one in the base, three by the side, and pyramid Q has one rectangular base which is not included, four triangular faces. So when you add that all up, you get 8. So 8 is your final answer. We have come to the end of this class as well. So this one is an easy one. Go try out the quiz and go score.